All aboard the Storybook Express, where Ruby Choo presents
Here Come the Girl Scouts by Shanna Corey, illustrated by Hadley Hooper. Daisy was a girl with gumption. Gumption means courage, spunk, initiative, and wit. To make yourself strong and healthy, it is necessary to begin with your inside. Daisy grew up in Savannah, Georgia, at a time when proper young ladies were supposed to be dainty and delicate. It is possible for any girl to make herself into a strong and healthy woman if she takes the trouble to do a few body exercises every day. But Daisy came from a family of pathfinders and pioneers. She wanted adventure and excitement. Delicate, thought Daisy? Bosh, how boring. Fresh air is your great friend. When Daisy grew up, she went traveling, ready for adventure. But on a visit home, she got an ear infection and lost almost all of her hearing. Daisy didn't let an obstacle stop her from seeing the world, though. Her mother worried, so Daisy wrote and reassured her. Progress. Daisy's hearing. February 1st, heard a foghorn. March 1st, hearing improved. Heard a camel when it rose. April 1st, hearing decidedly improved. Heard grass growing. Welcome all obstacles, as it is only by meeting with difficulties that you can know how to overcome them and be prepared for others in the future. Daisy had adventure after adventure. When she wanted a new gate for her house, she took lessons from a blacksmith and forged it herself. She rode elephants in India, visited the Great Pyramid in Egypt, went fishing during fancy dinner parties, and even flew in a monoplane. A delicious experience, she said. Every time you show your courage, it grows. After many years, though, Daisy grew restless. Her family had settled towns and served in wars, written books and built railroads. Daisy wanted more than adventure. She wanted to be useful, to make a difference in the world. But what could she do? Then, one day, Daisy discovered a group in England called the Boy Scouts. It had begun as a way for boys to help serve in their country. And the Boy Scouts spent lots of time outdoors, running and camping and swimming and fishing. There was even a sister group called the Girl Guides. The more Daisy learned, the more excited she grew. Why, the girls in America should have something like this, Daisy thought. Many of the greatest movements for the good of people and those which have influenced the world most have been through the work of one person. Daisy couldn't wait to get started. She packed a Girl Guide handbook and took a steamer back home. When she arrived, she telephoned her cousin Nina. "Come right over," she said. "I got something for the girls of Savannah in all America, in all the world, and we're going to start it tonight. The work of today is the history of tomorrow, and we are its makers." On March 12, 1912, Daisy began her biggest adventure yet. She invited 18 girls to the first Girl Scout meeting. She told them about all the adventures they would have. They'd hike and camp and swim. They'd do good deeds. They'd learn to tie knots and survive in the wilderness and even save lives. The girls thought Daisy's idea was brilliant. Daisy divided them into 2 troops. Then she taught them the 10 Girl Scout laws. The Girl Scout is honorable, loyal, useful, a friend to all, courteous, pure, kind to animals, obedient, cheerful, and thrifty. Getting right down and smelling the fresh soil is good for anyone. From then on, Daisy devoted all her energy to the Girl Scouts. She designed uniforms for them to wear. She gave them her carriage house to meet in. She turned the vacant lawn across the street from her house into a basketball court. She even gave the Girl Scouts a boat so they could take trips up and down the river. Whatever you take up, do it with all your might. Daisy wanted the Girl Scouts to be open to a lot of different girls, so she organized troops in private schools and in orphanages, in churches and synagogues, in factories and in shops. Of course, some people didn't approve of Daisy's new adventure. "Here come the Girl Scouts," they grumbled. "Unthinkable, preposterous." But nothing would stop Daisy. A Girl Scout is a friend to all and a sister to every other Girl Scout, no matter to what social class she may belong. Daisy and her friend Professor Walter Hoxie worked together to write a handbook for the Girl Scouts. The girls read the book and learned all sorts of interesting things, such as how to find the time by the stars or by the sun, how to cure hams, how to secure a burglar with 8 inches of cord, how to brush your teeth if a crocodile takes your toothbrush, how to stop a runaway horse, how to get the skin off of a sardine. Waste of time is the worst of waste. We can never get those moments back again. The Girl Scouts worked on earning badges, such as Dairy Maid, Naturalist, Horsemanship, Pioneer, Swimmer, Interpreter, Cyclist, or Flyer. You will not have any luck unless you try hard. The Girl Scouts went camping. They took an oyster boat to an island near Savannah. They sang songs around the campfire. They feasted on fish and cornbread and turtle eggs. At night, they tiptoed out of their tents and slept under the stars. To get the full benefit of actual contact with nature, it is absolutely necessary to camp out, where every breath of heaven can reach you and all wild things are within easy reach. Most of all, the Girl Scouts went on walks. They savored the green. They soaked up the sunshine. They breathed the good, fresh air. In this United States of ours, we have cut down too many trees. So let us plant trees. All over Savannah, people saw the Girl Scouts swimming and singing, hiking and camping and playing basketball. Some of them just sniffed and shook their heads. "Nature, fresh air, blah," said one dainty damsel. "In my day, young ladies knew their place," grouched a grandmama. "All that exercise can't be good for them," worried the neighbors. Other people saw them, though, and cheered, "Here come the Girl Scouts." They hugged their daughters and smiled and said, "It's about time." When mean girls want you to join in some low fun, when you think it's not right, be brave and have courage to say it isn't right. You will feel twice as happy afterwards. Daisy traveled all over giving speeches and raising money for the Girl Scouts. Many people who heard her started their own troops. Soon there were Girl Scouts across the country. The world looks to great organizations like the Girl Scouts to break down petty barriers of race and class. But Daisy never forgot the Girl Scouts of Savannah. When she wasn't traveling, she visited them and told them about her adventures. She shared stories of female doctors and scientists, architects and airplane pilots, and she read to them from the Girl Scout handbook. One of you may someday alter the lives of hundreds of thousands of people. Daisy believed that girls could do anything. To get on into the world, to give anything and get anything out of it, each girl has got to do her part. And she was right. Girl Scouts have been making a difference ever since, just like Daisy. Some of them include Rebecca Lobo, who is an athlete, Natalie Merchant, who is a musician, Lisa Ling, a journalist, Lucille Ball, who is an actress, Gloria Steinem, who is an activist, Hillary Clinton, a politician, Rita Dove, a poet, and maybe someday you. Every little girl goes to make up some part or parcel of our great whole nation. This book is based on the true story of Juliette Gordon Low, the founder of the Girl Scouts. Juliette Gordon Low was always called Daisy. She was born in 1860 in Savannah, Georgia. Daisy was definitely a girl with gumption. The Girl Scouts is based off the Girl Guides. On March 12, 1912, the first Girl Scout meeting took place with 18 girls in attendance. The first handbook was called How Girls Can Help Their Country. Girl Scouts have always invited girls of different races and social classes. It has always been a value to the Girl Scouts to accept everyone. Today, there are over 3.2 million Girl Scouts in the United States and in over 90 countries. Girl Scouts unite, inspire, and empower girls across the entire world. Girl Scouts also try to live by the Girl Scout promise and law. The Girl Scout promise says, "On my honor, I will try to serve God and my country, to help people at all times, and to live by the Girl Scout law." The Girl Scout law says I will do my best to be honest and fair, friendly and helpful, considerate and caring, courageous and strong, and responsible for what I say and do, and to respect myself and others, respect authority, use resources wisely, make the world a better place, and be a sister to every Girl Scout. The end.
This has been the Storybook Express with Ruby Choo Choo.